You won't believe what unfolds when Supreme Court Justice Amy Coney Barrett goes head-to-head with Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett in a fiery legal face-off. Stay tuned, this courtroom clash is unlike anything you've seen before. Inside the Supreme Court chamber, the air is thick with anticipation. Confident and poised, Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett steps up to the podium, ready to argue a historic case on voting rights. A former civil rights attorney, she's no stranger to high-stakes battles. Facing her are the 9 justices, their black robes starkly outlined against the grandeur of marble. Among them is Justice Amy Coney Barrett. Her sharp eyes locked on Crockett, a figure known for her conservative edge and intellectual precision. Appointed by President Trump, Justice Barrett is a formidable legal mind, respected for her unwavering commitment to the Constitution's original intent. On the opposite side stands Jasmine Crockett, a Democratic representative from Texas, and a rising political force known for her legal prowess and dedication to social justice. The tension? It's electric. Justice Barrett leans in, prepared to tear into any flaw she finds in Crockett's position. Her tone, cool and dismissive, cuts through the silence. Justice Barrett. Congresswoman Crockett, while your passion is noted, this is a court of law, not a campaign stage. Can you support your claims with legal grounding, or are we here for theatrics? Congresswoman Crockett. Absolutely, Justice Barrett. My stance is grounded in legal precedent, not just passion. Let's begin with the Voting Rights Act. Section 2 specifically bars practices that discriminate by race. The law in question disproportionately impacts minority voters. A clear breach of that protection. Justice Barrett. But the Act lays out specific benchmarks for federal oversight. Your reading stretches that text well beyond what Congress intended. Do you have legal support for this interpretation, or is this just ideological hope? Crockett. With all due respect, Justice Barrett. Our Constitution was never meant to be frozen in 1787. In Shelby County v. Holder, the court itself acknowledged that laws must evolve with current realities. While the formula was struck down, the principle of safeguarding voting rights stands firm. And this law, frankly, threatens that very principle. Justice Barrett. Shelby County dealt with a specific formula, not the sweeping interpretation you're promoting. Crockett. Fair point. But as Justice Ginsburg famously dissented, throwing out preclearance because it's effective is like tossing your umbrella in the middle of a storm because you're not soaked. It's not just metaphor, it's legal logic rooted in the Act's core purpose. A hush falls over the room. Crockett's words hang in the air like thunder. Even Justice Elena Kagan seems intrigued, tilting her head slightly as she leans forward. Justice Kagan. Congresswoman, can you expand on how this law violates equal protection? Crockett. Gladly, Justice Kagan. Numerous studies show these ID laws hit Black and Hispanic voters hardest. Systemic barriers often prevent them from obtaining the required identification. That's an undue burden on their constitutional right to vote. Plain and simple. Justice Barrett. But states do have the right to protect against voter fraud. Doesn't that justify these measures? Crockett. Preventing fraud is important, sure. But the evidence shows in-person voter fraud is nearly non-existent. As Justice Stevens pointed out in Crawford v. Marion County, even minor burdens on voting rights demand strong justification. Here, the burden is massive. And the justification? Weak at best. Justice Barrett eases back in her chair, her expression shifting from skepticism to deep consideration. The gallery stirs. Crockett's precise and powerful argument has left an impression. Justice Kagan offers a faint but approving nod. Justice Barrett. I understand your argument, Congresswoman. It's a complicated matter, but you've presented a solid case. While I may not agree in full, Your reasoning is undeniably strong. Crockett. Thank you, Justice Barrett. I believe in spirited, rigorous debate. Our democracy depends on it. And the Constitution deserves no less. As the oral arguments conclude, the final verdict remains unknown. But one thing is crystal clear. Jasmine Crockett didn't just hold her ground. She showcased brilliance in the face of intense scrutiny. Did this fictional courtroom showdown get your adrenaline pumping? Let us know, could Crockett's argument actually sway the court? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more dramatic legal showdowns. Want to know more about Justice Barrett or Congresswoman Crockett? Their bios and landmark cases are linked below.